Here at the PRI show, it's all about performance, and Edelbrock is no stranger to performance. And I see a line of cylinder heads called the Pro Port heads, but they look really small ports. Jason Snyder's here to tell us all about that.
Well, good eye. The Pro Port casting is actually a dedicated casting that we design and manufacture for dedicated cylinder head porters and race engine builders. So what we do is we package together a really stout casting, and it's semi-finished. And what we do there is we basically undersize the intake ports, the exhaust ports, the combustion chambers, so that casting becomes the canvas of choice, if you will, for their craft of creating a special port for their purpose-built application. This is our LSR Pro Port, and the LSR designates General Motors LS series engine platforms, and the R designates racing. It's got a 8.7 degree valve angle on the intake with a 3.2 degree cant and 7 degree valve angle on the exhaust. This cylinder head will make very, very big horsepower, and we feel it's going to be a huge impact in the LS racing market.
I see a lot of different companies' names over here on these cylinder heads that you work closely with. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, sure. These are the professionals that are actually using the cylinder heads. Guys like Jim Kuntz really specializes in the Ford market. He's got an SC1 here, Glidden Victor 2, which is an inline small block Ford head. He's even got an FE head. Race Flow Development, they specialize in Chevrolet. Big block, both Siamese and spread port stuff, 18 degree small block. Chapman kind of revolutionized the CNC porting market more than 10 years ago, and he specializes in a lot of circle track stuff, small block Chevy. We got guys like Butler Performance, who, if you know the brand Pontiac, you know who Butler is. I mean, that is their specialty. Hughes Performance, a group of guys out of Illinois who specialize in Mopar. So, at the end of the day, we have a lot of industry talent using our castings for different engines, different applications, really the purpose-built stuff that applies to their customer. In fact, we have Curtis Boggs from Race Flow Development here to give us some insight on how he uses the casting.
It was about 3 years ago here at PRI that Jason Snyder introduced me to these cylinder heads. And the thing that attracted me to them is, especially the big block head, and the entire line actually, I can take this raw casting. There's enough material in it that I can cut anything I want. I can create any shape. I can move the port anywhere I want to. So it's very versatile as far as a raw canvas, a blank canvas for me to work from. It's been a tremendous part for my shop. The big block cylinder head especially, we've done a lot of R&D work on. Right now the market is very aggressive for big block cylinder heads. People want the ease of putting a conventional big block cylinder head on their race car and going as fast as cars have become these days. This particular casting, we've been able to get flow rates as high as 500 CFM from a conventional cylinder head, which 3 years ago was absolutely unheard of. This is actually very comparable to a Big Chief or a spread port style cylinder head, and we're getting similar power levels now. That wasn't possible before I started working with this casting.
Edelbrock's been around a long time, and Vic, you've got some theories on that. What's the reasons for that?
Well, a lot of that goes back to my father. And back in the late 30s and after the war, he had partnerships with people around him. He found out what they wanted and what they wanted to do, gave them a good product, they knew it was good, and they went out and did their thing. And we kind of do the same thing here. We need the partnerships of the cylinder head people that are behind me here, and we're very honored to have them in our booth showing what they can do. But we have to give them a base product that has metal where it's supposed to be, is made correctly. It's not going to have a problem once they get 3/4 done and they find something is wrong and then they got to start all over again. We got to give them a good quality product, and Edelbrock can do that now. We control our destiny completely down to heat treating, foundry, engineering, machining, with the best of tools that are available, and we can really give that top quality product.
So Edelbrock is all about the racers and performance. You can see that with these Pro Port cylinder heads they're offering here. You can check out more at edelbrock.com.